Hello all, Wallace here on today's 5 things, which will henceforth be known as my high five. Thank you to my brother for helping me name that. We're going to be talking about 5 tips to designing or creating on a budget. Let's roll that intro. Alright, the biggest way that you can save money on a project is by doing it yourself. DIY. Labor is where most of the significant costs for the projects will lie, and so by doing the work yourself, you will be saving a lot of money. Of course, you have to know yourself. If you can't accomplish something yourself, then it makes more sense to hire someone who can do it better and faster, and that might actually save you money in the long run. So know where your skill sets lie, but if you can do it yourself, oftentimes that will save you money. The second one is research. Know your project inside and out. The big one here is that usually there are alternate materials that you can use instead of what you first think of that can save you money on the back end. You can usually find a less expensive way to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Part of my job now is to design and build sets for up on a stage and different displays throughout our building. And I've been asked a lot over the years how we achieve certain looks, and I've realized that there's often a misconception about how much it takes, how much it costs to achieve some of these looks, because they may look more expensive than they often are. And it's because when I design these projects, I do lots of research and find alternative materials that can still achieve the same look, but are a lot more cost effective for the project. So do your research, because with a little digging in, you can find different ways to accomplish what you want to accomplish, but do it in a way that doesn't break the bank. Number 3 to designing on a budget, building on a budget, is to upcycle, to reuse old things for new purposes. This is very big in our culture right now, with all the different TV shows and YouTube channels basically teaching people how to take old pieces of furniture and give them new life. And I can't tell you how many times in my line of work I've been able to use old set pieces, old display pieces, and repurpose them into the new design, and it really does save a lot of money. So instead of having to reinvent the wheel, go out and buy all new materials, you just find something that you already have laying around and you repurpose it and incorporate it in your new build. Number 4 is to plan well. Plan really well. Labor over the details. The more specific you can be in your planning, the better the project will come out. It's the mistakes that tend to cost us the most. And so if you're designing something, if you're building something, go through each step, be as detailed as you can be to really understand what it takes to complete this project. I've learned this one the hard way, of course, when you sort of design on the fly, build on the fly, you're running back to the store 100 times, buying all these different things that you need. The cost adds up at that point. So the more prepared you can be on the front end, that will definitely save you money on the back end. And number 5 is to really know the essence of what you're trying to create, because that will help you understand what corners you can cut. And I don't mean cut corners in terms of like the product integrity or safety or anything like that, but when the budget is tight, sometimes certain sacrifices have to be made. And so if you really know the essence of what you're trying to go for, that will help you know what you can take away in order to save money but still end up with the product that you want. Let's say you're an interior designer and you know that a chair with a certain look needs to be in this room. Well, if you know that that's the essence of the project, but the budget's not there, then instead of the West Elm Lounge, maybe you can find something from IKEA or CB2 or something like that that scales it back a little bit but still achieves the overall look and feel that you want for your project. So know the essence, because that will help you understand what types of things you can take away in order to still achieve the look that you want. So that's it for this week. Those are 5 tips for designing and creating on a budget. If you have your own tips for how to do that, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching my high five this week. hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell if you want to be notified for new videos, and I will see you guys on the next one. I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.